I'd like to talk to you about a menace, threatening humanity. It's happening right here, in our very homes, and corrupting the lives of our loved ones.
Maybe they're friendly.
Hello and welcome to the maiden voyage of the Electronic Eggs podcast. I'm Chris Smith, the other one, and joining me on this maiden voyage is my co-host, Daniel Major.
Hello.
And we've got two guests with us today, two Scousers, weirdly enough. We got Paul Derbyshire.
Hi, everyone.
And my Scouse brother, Jake Smith.
Hello, everybody.
Paul, is it Derbyshire or Derbyshire?
It is Derbyshire, I believe.
Okay, cool.
But, I'm not
making sure.
precious, whichever.
Okay, cool. I would say Shire as well, but I know that a lot of people would say Sheer. So I just wanted to straighten that out. Okay, so it's Paul Derbyshire to the people listening.
Or public,
and all the people
whichever.
who probably follow you on social media are like,
Yeah, to be fair, I do think the vast majority are bots. So probably never pronounced it before.
There are a lot of bots on social media.
There are.
There really are. Anyway, so this is our first podcast with the Electronic Eggs branding. You probably have heard me and turned off other podcasts before once you heard me speaking. I was on the Maximum Power Up podcast and the Retro Collect FM podcast. Before that, I did work in the game industry, working at Sony Computer Entertainment Cambridge, and then later Frontier Developments. I worked on some classics though, guys. I worked on 24, the game.
Nice.
Yeah,
Wow.
right. I did work on some good stuff though as well, but we'll keep all that for another time. So let's go. Danny, tell us a bit about yourself at the moment.
Yeah, I'm really, apart from work, just been playing quite a few video games. I've been playing Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which isn't too bad. It's good. But I've had a break from it because it's got a bit repetitive, so I moved over to Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider. And kind of in between that, I've been playing Wipeout and some classic Super Famicom football games. And to be fair, I've just been scrolling through the arcade stuff on my handheld emulator device, and that's about it, really. And that's
Nice.
me. That's what I've been doing. Yeah.
I'll come back to you. We'll come back to you, and we'll get proper in-depth dive on some of those games that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Let's go, Jake. How are you at the moment? You're fresh back from your trip to Japan.
Yes, I am. My third time there in something like 18 months. And I tell you what, it's addictive. It really does get into your veins. So I'm planning my next two trips already. Can't wait to get back. I've got back and I've enrolled in a Japanese language course at Open University. So I'm a student again. Get a haircut, you hippie.
Nice work.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? And it is for business and for the trips over there because I work with quite a few people based in Japan, Americans and English and other nationalities, and a couple of Japanese who all speak good English, to be fair. But I think it will
Finally go next year. We were planning to go back to Orlando next year, but I think probably just give America
Someone's made that sound like a bad idea, haven't they?
a wide berth for quite a while, to be honest. So we may well go there next year instead. Finally.
Fully recommend it, mate. We can have a coffee and fill you in on what
Do you know what? Absolutely, yeah. You can just build me an itinerary.
Yeah, sell it hard. And besides that, game hunting in Akihabara, etc. I've been playing a couple of games, quite a few recent ones, really. Not so much on the retro front, but across a variety of platforms, and we'll get into them later, I guess.
Cool, nice one. Paul, how are you doing?
I am all right, thank you. Yeah, my daughter is heavily pregnant and is due to give birth in the next 2 weeks. So, a lot of life has been around preparing for the little one to turn up there. So,
Congratulations, Grandpa.
Thank you very much. He has got a stack of Street Fighter stuff just waiting for him as soon as he turns up. And finally, I've got someone to bequeath all my shit to as well. So, Yeah, good
Have you
on
only got
many
a
counts.
daughter then?
Yeah, so she's my stepdaughter, so I've been with her mum for 10 years now. So by the time we got together, she was 19.
You got
So
through all
she's
the
about
bad
to.
bits. That's all right.
So yeah, it's all good. It's going to be good fun, and she's having a boy, which is great as well. So can take him for a
That'd
kick
be
about in the
awesome.
park and teach him all about Super Famicom games and that sort of
Being a
stuff.
red.
I'm being a red, yeah, absolutely. In terms of games, though, I've been playing a bit of our favourite Ridge Racer 64. And other than that, I've just finished through Deus Ex Human Revolution on Xbox,
Cool.
which was good fun, actually. Although it's sort of reinforced to me that I am absolutely rubbish at stealth, and just ended up sort of trying to treat it like Doom and kill everyone, really.
Well, that's a good thing about the one. We'll come back to that actually because I can talk to you a bit more because that's an absolute banger of mine. Yeah, so so that was just our introductions and everything. So I'm just going to go into a bit about what the plan is for the podcast that Danny and I have been talking about and planning to do for the past 18 months or so before finally getting the chance to do it.
Been a while. Been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while that this has been in the pipeline. But we're now finally doing it. Our personal lives have sort of slowed down a bit, I would say, as it's been quite full on for both of us.
Definitely.
So, yeah. So the big plans really are we're going to try and do this until we can get someone who wants to edit for us. Is to have a twice monthly podcast or bi-monthly. That is right, isn't it? Bi-monthly is twice a month.
Bi-monthly? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I wasn't thinking, is that like every other month? No.
I think.
So we're going to be doing we're going to be doing 2 podcasts a month to begin with, until we can get an editor. And if we can get an editor, then that'll be great because I really am terrible at editing, and I don't want to put people through that more than twice a month. So that's the plan for that. But the thing is with those ones, every one of the episodes a month is going to be a look back on the past 40, 30, 20 and 10 years in the world of pop culture and video gaming, which includes things like music, movies, TV shows, a bit of world news thrown in as well. So we're going to take that every month. So we'll start this one at not this episode, but the next episode will be focusing on February 1985, February 1995, 2005 and 2015. And that will be it really. And then the other episode will be like this one where we'll talk a bit about what we've been playing, a bit of current events, and then maybe like a actual topic as well, like platforms or genres or things like that. That's right, isn't it, Danny?
No, it's good. Yeah. That's the plan. February 1985 might be a bit of a push. I was 2, but...
Yeah, that's the thing. I think, but then if we don't start in 85, we can't then hit 90.
No, it'd just be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't go that way. And I'm looking forward to 1990, so...
Yeah, me too.
Definitely. Yeah. Mega Drive, Pavarotti, football.
Yeah, exactly. Bit of Italian 90, beautiful.
Oh, God, yeah.
Not Italian 90 on the Mega Drive, though, because that would be just a waste.
No one wants to play that, ever.
No. There was a time that you'd go into cash converters, right, and you would literally see 200 to 300 copies of Italian 90 on Mega Drive.
That's because every time you went round somebody's house, they had a copy. It was just there. It was in their bedroom. Everybody who had a Mega Drive had a copy. And I don't know why. Absolutely.
I think it was a pack-in at some stage.
Have you noticed that even now you can't even find that anymore in cash converters? Everyone's bought every old game, haven't they? There's nothing left.
Yeah.
Even the shite that no one wants, everybody has bought.
Yeah. Yeah, no. If people like collecting, people want full sets, I fully understand that. But rushing around town just to buy a game that was terrible. That's just not my kind of way of collecting, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I like collecting crap games
thing.
As a thing of I'm collecting crap games. But not I want to collect all the games, so I'll collect crap games. But my thing is that I love bad games. so much.
Oh, back games are awesome, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's a bad game and you connect with it and you've enjoyed it, then absolutely brilliant. But I think you've got to have that connection. I think for me anyway. I think that's how it works.
Otherwise, it's just sadomasochism, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think though, if we won sort of Euro Million style money, I would probably try and buy every Super Famicom game, even the ones I didn't care about. I'd have to have all of them, I think.
Yeah.
You see, I would try and collect every bad licensed game there's ever been.
Oh yes, that's a pilgrim as well.
They're the
niche,
absolute jewel of gaming, right?
Yeah.
Bad licensed games.
So basically,
from the 80s.
LJN
from the
games.
Amiga by Cobra, Ocean, Illusion or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything by Probe Software on there.
Yeah.
Whoa. Die Hard Trilogy and Alien Trilogy. They're from
Okay.
Probe, aren't they?
I'll let you have that.
Yeah. Well, they're the only two good games.
Alien Trilogy is good. Yeah, that's not too bad.
Alien Trilogy is really good. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So's Die Hard Trilogy as well. They're both really, really good fun games. They're not.
Yeah, Die Hard Trilogy is
good
good PS1 memories, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great Christmas game. Nothing gets you in the mood for Christmas more than hearing a really bad Bruce Willis impersonator saying, "I don't like to lose." It's great. But yeah, so that's basically we completely went off on a tangent there, but that's basically the plan for the podcast going forward.
There's a magical place, we're on our way there, with toys in the millions all under one roof. It's called Toys R Us.
From Sega, the Mega Drive, with Sonic the Hedgehog game. 16-bit console, which plays over 100 exciting high-tech games with high-quality graphics. Toys R Us price $126.94.
There's millions, says Jeffrey, all under one roof. It's called Toys R Us, Toys R Us, Toys R Us.
Hi, Rick Mail here. I don't know if you're like me, immensely rich, talented, handsome. Isn't it a bore? Well, I found the answer. Zelda Link's Awakening from Nintendo. You play a medieval elf named Link.
You travel through many worlds, meeting endless characters on your eternal adventures.
So hey, next time you're Rick Mail, why not try Zelda Link's Awakening? I think you'll like it. Ciao.
Zelda, an involving and inexhaustible Nintendo.
Hey, that's Valkyrie. Does he design the games? No, he executes them.
Valkyrie, driver 41, ready to download.
Reality always hurts.
Welcome to the real world, Sega Saturn.
Anyway, let's go on to what you've been playing. So, Danny boy, what games are you playing?
It didn't take long for someone to sing that, did it?
No.
Right. Okay. So, Indiana Jones on the Xbox. The last Indiana Jones games I played was on the Wii, and I absolutely hated it.
I was
just gonna.
it's terrible.
Yeah, I love Wii games, but some of the games were no. So I was a bit dubious about this one, really. Not because of it, it's the last game being on the Wii. It was just the fact that it's Indiana Jones. They're going to mess it up like the films, but it's actually quite good. It's a bit more linear than just being a plain open world type game. Everywhere you go, there's things that connect to the main story, to a side quest, or vice versa. The graphics are absolutely brilliant too. It's an okay game. I wouldn't say it was absolutely amazing. I think it's really slow paced, but I'm enjoying it. You get to punch Nazis and fascists. That's always good. That's fun. You get to throw them off to the top of buildings into marketplaces and stuff like that. It's really funny.
I do love the look of it. I'm a massive Indiana Jones fan, right? I adore the first three movies. I think the fifth one is passable. I don't know how they managed to go from the third to the fifth without a movie in between, but that was astonishing. And obviously I've enjoyed the LucasArts Indiana Jones duology. as
Yes,
well. They were
definitely.
fantastic. But yeah, I'm desperate to play it, but I just can't see myself subbing again to something when I want, because I can play it again on a PS5 Pro. You know, that's what I'm
It
thinking.
will eventually come to PS5. It has to.
Yeah.
It will do.
Well, it's been
Well, this
announced,
has
so it should
happened.
be there in.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
said
oh, yeah,
spring.
it has, isn't it? Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
So
actually
that's
buy
what
it, or is it just a subscription only game?
Oh no, you can buy it, yeah.
Oh,
But
right,
it's just
okay,
like
yeah.
I don't know if I'll go back to it. You know what I mean? Because I haven't touched that machine for so long. This is why it would be really good if I had a decent PC. I could actually just play it on there, and all my games on there. That would be the best. But no, I love Indiana Jones. I did archaeology as a degree because I really wanted to be Indiana Jones. But
I'm
then
guessing
once
it
you
just
degree,
didn't turn out to be like that.
no, there's no Nazi punching or anything in the degree. It's
No, it's
actually
really
mostly
strange.
all library work.
Totally missold on that one.
Yeah.
I know, it's not a good advert for archaeology degrees, is it?
No.
I mean,
No
the
punching
actual degree is
Nazis.
really good because you get to go out and do lots of field work and stuff. It's great, but when you actually finish, the field work is very few and far between. So it's mostly all in museums or universities or museums. Like
It
actually
is something
in the
I
buildings,
did look into.
not doing
I looked
anything
into
fun.
it because of the Indiana Jones thing as well. And I think that's what I like about the game is that kind of doing something that I thought archaeology would be. So if you did play it, Chris, you do get to punch Nazis in libraries.
That's
so
good.
if you
Yeah.
approach it that way, you can throw them out the window as well after you've punched them in the library. But no, I mean,
Punch 'em in
it's
the
a
library
brilliant game.
sounds like a Cockney term for the balls.
Oh, blimey. Punched him in the library.
Punch him in the
Have that in the
library.
library, son.
It's a Chaz and Dave song, that one. Punching Nazis in the library by Chaz and Dave. Yeah. I mean, back on the subject of the game, give it a go if you can. It is good. It's slow paced, but you are Indiana Jones. I can't remember the guy that done the
all I
voice.
ever wanted to
Absolutely
be.
amazing.
All I ever wanted to be is Indiana Jones. Yeah, no, cool. Cheers for that, Danny. But yeah, you were talking about Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yes.
That dovetails into what I've been playing as well, right? So we can probably like cross-pollinate here.
We could, however...
I've been... I don't mean that way. Unless you really want to.
No, it's just the other.
No,
I thought it was the other Chris Smith, to be fair, but there you go.
Yeah, the good-looking one. Yeah, so I've been playing Shadow of because I've completed the previous two before, and this is another one of the late PS4 games I never got to. I know it was on Xbox as well, but I was playing catch up on Xbox when I dropped off the PS4. So this is what happens with me. I go swap at the end of a generation, and I'm playing catch up the whole time. But yeah, so I've been playing Shadow. So what do you think of Rise? Because I really, really love Rise.
Absolutely love it. First off, the first one, Tomb Raider, was really good. The story was a bit far-fetched, but it's Tomb Raider it's going to be. But this one, Rise of the Tomb Raider, I'm enjoying it as much as the first time round. But I can't remember the one that you're playing, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I can't remember that as much as the other two games. All I know is they were probably my best three games on PS4, easy. But for some reason, I can't remember the last one. So I've been playing through this, hoping to get past it and move on to Rise of the Tomb Raider. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. But no, it's brilliant. A lot of people kind of gave it a hard time, all three games, because they said there was no tombs. It's not Lara Croft. She doesn't do the splits, or she can't do backflips. I won't go into the other stuff, but it's the realism. It's like it's like the Uncharted games, but I think it's a bit more fluid. Makes sense. And you know that you're Lara Croft, and she's a bit of a badass. And the weapon upgrades are absolutely brilliant. I mean, you just get to shoot people through the neck and stuff with crossbows and bows and arrows. Yeah, I just don't think that we people kind of disrespected it a bit because it wasn't Lara Croft that they knew, and yeah, I think people should just give it a chance. Really, all 3 games.
Yeah, you see, I mean, I really like all 3, but Shadow of the Tomb
Yeah.
Raider it's I don't know. It's a weird one, right? Because you know when Uncharted was popular and everyone just
Yeah.
kept giving Nathan Drake a hard time because he was a mass murderer, but he was funny with it.
Yeah.
Lara in Shadow, she's dark, right? I mean, she
gets darker in the second one, doesn't she?
yeah,
kind of
but
follows
by
on.
the third one, you're just like, damn girl, calm down. What are you
Yeah.
doing? But yeah, and her body count that is much higher than Drake's.
It goes full Rambo, doesn't it?
Yeah, and there's some brutal kills that you can do in that game as well.
Yeah.
But it does have, like, I would say, the best stealth in games.
Yeah.
Like the stealth in that is really, really good. I mean, the AI is really crap though, so it's really easy for them to spot you. But the actual idea and the system of the stealth is really, really good in terms of like you can cover yourself in mud, so you can sort of blend into backgrounds.
Yeah.
You can, if there's water nearby, you can go underwater and stuff like that as part of the stealth. Or you've got all the different shrubbery and things that you can use. It's really good. I really like the stealth in that. It's fantastic. But like I say, the body count on her is incredible. She puts Arnie to shame.
I think the first 2 games were kind of exploration based. The AI in the second game is better than the one in the first game, but there's less stealth in Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Yeah. But like I said, once I get past this, I'm going to move on to Rise of the Tomb Raider. I remember it being extremely just gritty, if that makes sense. Just people dying everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, there's some massive set pieces in that game as well, which I won't spoil for people who haven't played it, but they are really spectacular. Really spectacular.
All 3 of them, I'd say, is quite amazing.
Yeah. So that's actually all I've. Oh no, I've also been playing Killzone Shadowfall, which is a PS4 game that I got at launch and played it for about 5 minutes and turned it off. But recently, I thought I'll give it a go, see what it's like now, because it's been a while. Just have a look at it, and that game looks.
Is that the one on the Vita, or was that on the?
No. This is the one on the PS4. It was a PS4 launch title.
Yes, yep.
But it absolutely looks amazing. And I was reading.
After you talked about it, I installed it, and I've got to agree. I was looking at it thinking, this is a PS4 game. This is great.
I know, it doesn't look like a PS4 game.
Not at all. And now you've just said it's a launch game. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's 12 years old this year.
Gee.
And you're like, holy crap, this looks insane. But the thing, I was like, why did this get panned by critics? I don't remember, because I didn't really like Killzone, so I never really bothered with it. So I didn't even look into why it got the critical reception it got. And a lot of it was due to the fact that it's not a war game anymore, whereas the other games you're in a battlefield, and you are part of a big ongoing war, right? But you're not in Shadowfall. You're a Shadow Marshal, which is kind of like an agent, or a special ops guy. And yeah, the missions are a lot smaller, but there's more ways to tackle them and things. It's not just going in all guns blasting. But yeah, I really like it. I think it's a really good game. The story's utter bobbins, right? It's Killzone. It's going to be bobbins, but it's a really, really good game. I'm really enjoying it quite a lot. And I will just sit there and just do recordings of it, because I'm like, that scene was amazing. That scene was amazing, and just keep doing that. So they're the 2 games I've been playing, and that is it. So let's hand over to Paul, because I think he's got a banger that he wants to talk about.
Indeed, I've just fresh out the back of Deus Ex Human Revolution, which I played on Series X. I'm trying to think how I got onto it. Actually, there was a lad I follow on Twitter initially, and then Blue Sky, who was just playing it, and it's just one of those games. I saw a few screenshots of it and thought, that looks amazing. How have I never even? I think with a lot of sort of FPS games from that period. They sort of just maybe at the time just assumed they'd all be generic and run of the mill, you know, just standard FPS games. Maybe just dismissed it out of hand. But saw a couple of screenshots a few months ago and thought I need to have a go at that. So Mrs. picked it up for me at Christmas, and I must have spent a good few, maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks playing right through it. And do you know what? I really enjoyed it. It initially I maybe struggled a little bit because you've got sort of a number of ways of tackling levels, and it does push you toward the stealth stuff initially. But I don't know, man. It's just not for me. I'm just maybe a bit impatient. But the good thing about it is it gives you this sort of option to choose how you play the game. So after a little while, I just dispensed with the whole trying to sneak around and silently take bodies down and hide them, and just went in all guns blazing. At that point, it made it amazing, to be honest with you. But the thing I like most about it was it was the setting. It felt to me like it could have been a sequel to Perfect Dark. It's got that sort of sort of sci-fi near future vibe to it. Yeah, absolutely loved it.
It's
And
definitely more Perfect Dark than it is Deus Ex.
yeah, I mean, it's the first Deus Ex game I've ever played, so I've got nothing to compare it against. But the first thing I thought switching on was, I'm just waiting for Joanna Dark to step around the corner here.
Yeah, I absolutely love both of the modern Deus Ex games. Well, there's 3 actually, because there's a really good one on iOS, but I don't think that's available anymore. Which is like the Hitman Go, Lara Croft Go games.
Oh yeah, another one,
Deus
yeah.
Ex Go, which is really cool as well. But yeah, which is the first one? Is the one you're playing again? That's
Human
not
Revolution.
Human Revolution. That's it.
Yeah.
Human Revolution is. I prefer that to Mankind Divided, but I really love Mankind Divided. But Human Revolution, I couldn't stop. That was one of the few games that I just went through in I think it was 2 nights.
Oh yeah.
And I never do that with games really, but I was just so hooked with the game. I just loved the stealth in the game. That was how I played it, was stealthily. But which is really jarring because when you get to the bosses, you have to fight.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, oh, all right, I've just been sneaking past or taking people down non-lethally, and now you're making me have a proper fight. Which I thought was a bit weird. I was like, it doesn't really gel with what I've just been doing for an hour. But
yeah, you can't sneak through the vents with those bosses, can you? I've got to take them on head on.
Yeah, you have to take them on, which is annoying. Did you get your Adam? Is it Jansen to do his dancing in the street?
I did not know. Didn't know you could even do that. Actually,
when you come out of the there's a subway station, isn't there?
Yeah.
Right? And at the subway station, there's a break dancer.
There is, yeah.
Yeah, if you go up to him, you can actually dance, and it goes into third person, and you see Adam Jansen dancing.
Right, that's it. I'm back on tomorrow.
There we go.
Going to see that.
Yeah, that's my one little tip. But yeah, what else have you been playing, Paul? Because I know there's another one.
Yeah, so before that, I was playing Euden Chronicle Rising, which is the prequel to the sort of Suikoden, the new version of Suikoden. So it's a sort of reminds me a little bit of Euromaster on Wii. Those sort of side-scrolling, very pretty hack and slash sort of game. It's a bit sort of a halfway house between that and a sort of town building RPG, really. So yeah, I love that. I played them the wrong way around, really. I played the RPG first, and then I don't know why I did it that way, but decided after that I loved it so much that I'd go back and try the prequel, and really got on with that. There was just something nice about seeing all those characters in a different game and in a different setting and acting differently. And once you get into it, initially it's a bit basic with the combat, but once you get into it and you upgrade your character and your weapons, it does become quite fun to play. It's never what I'd say is a challenge or anything like that, but yeah, good fun and immensely pretty as well for what is, I imagine, probably not a very expensively made game. I thought it was one of the prettiest things I've seen in a while. I'd recommend that if you get a chance, and the RPG if you're into Suikoden games.
Yeah, I was going to say the RPG. I thought was the ugliest thing I'd ever seen because I had the Switch version to begin with.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's
because I
pretty
backed
shoddy, I believe.
that one on Kickstarter. Yeah, and then I got a cheap copy on the PS5, and I was like, wow, this game is gorgeous. It's like a completely different game. It was like, back in the old days where you get a game for the Game Boy Color and a game on the PS2. And you'd be like, wow.
Yeah.
That's how the difference is between the Switch version and the PS5 version of that game. And I'm not exaggerating either. It is literally terrible to look at on Switch, and it runs absolutely awfully. So if you put it into performance mode on Switch, it looks like an early PS1 game. It's awful. But then if you put it into graphics mode, it looks nicer, but it just chugs like in the teens.
Yeah, such a shame that it is a
Yeah.
really nice game. I loved it. I think I must have chucked about 150 hours into that by the end of it.
Yeah, I remember you saying that, so that's why I put it down, because I was like, I haven't got time for that at the moment. So I've got it waiting for me for when I clear out my backlog of PS4 games that I'm still trying to get through.
Those big RPGs, they are a commitment these days, aren't they? And not one it's easy to make anymore.
No, that's
Before
why
that, I did play Fantasian.
Oh, Neo.
Before that, and for some reason, at the beginning of I think back end of last year, I just decided to play the iOS version. Not sure what made me do it. Just before the Neo Dimension was announced, and do you know what? That is unbelievably pretty, that game. In fact, if you like those sorts of, it feels like a new classic Final Fantasy game, which I know sounds a bit cliche, but it does. But it's worth just having a look at purely for the those diorama backgrounds. They are as pretty as everyone says.
Yeah, I started it on iOS when it first came on Apple Arcade, but then I cancelled my subscription and didn't go back to it. But I did enjoy it, but it was really hard, I thought.
It is solid, yeah.
Yeah, I was getting owned all the time.
I mean, I on those games, I do tend to overlevel so I can go in and crush most of the bosses, but there's a lot of the boss fights in that game, there's a sort of gimmick to them, which you tend to only learn after you've been killed 3 or 4 times, which is a little bit jarring, to be honest, but it doesn't spoil the game at any point. It's well worth playing if you get a chance. It is another long one, but
It's one
yeah, I loved it.
I hear the console version, they've made it a bit easier, like they've rebalanced it. So
Yeah, I'd hope so. Yeah, I read a few notes on the recent patch,
and
and I
how
think it
strange
is.
is it to see Square Enix publishing a game from Sakaguchi?
Yeah,
Sakaguchi, isn't it? Yeah, Sakaguchi.
it is. Yeah, it feels like the good old days to me.
Yeah, amazing. Anything else, Paul, that's been on your palate?
What that? Oh, so in between those, it did Oxenfree 2, which I know Danny is a big fan of. That was genuinely amazing. What else? That's probably about it for me, I think.
Cool. Nice. Okay, Jake, you got anything that you've been playing recently, mate?
Yeah, I have. Before Christmas, or sort of before December, I finished Yakuza 0 Kiwami. So I was like, I need a palate refreshing type of game to play. So I went straight into the Yakuza Kiwami. Just more of the same. Within days, I was missing the characters and the story and sort of living the life in the camera, whatever it's called. Really enjoyed the Yakuza games, and it took me ages to sort of get even started on one of them, because you're now at like a Dragon 8 or whatever it is. It's like, have I missed the boat here? Where do I jump on?
Yeah.
Right. And I've been thinking this for like years. Where do I start? Where do I start? I'm meeting people who love it. They were sick of me asking, where do I start? Just fucking play one. So I started with the Yakuza 0 and loved every minute of it. The mini games are such good fun. The hostessing club and the business building, yeah, really great. So yeah, enjoying the same with Yakuza Kiwami. So I'm probably up to chapter 12 on that now. So I'm cutting through it quite quickly. Just before Christmas, I was playing a PC game, because I have bought a gaming PC, called Going Medieval. It's on early access on Steam. Now, disclaimer, I know the guys who make it. I did the website for them. Unfortunately, I didn't start playing it before building the site, because if I'd have done that, I probably wouldn't have got any work done. Beautiful design by our friend, fully illustrated Mike Heald, who's been on the previous podcast with us for the website and stuff. But it's a 3D isometric town building sort of god game type of thing, which I
Yeah,
love.
I have
I don't
seen.
play
Oh,
too
yeah.
often, but when I pick them up and play them, I like 8 hours a day kind of thing, whilst instead of doing other things. And I got really into going medieval. I think it's fantastic. Since I got back from Japan, I haven't played it because I've been busy, but I need like a day free to sink back into it. That's been really good fun. So if you like that kind of popular SimCity style type of thing, give that a go. My partner and I have been playing Donkey Kong Country Returns HD.
Nice.
She loves the Donkey Kong series, and she's like, "Let's play it together." And I'm thinking, "Oh God, no!" because I find the Donkey Kong games just wind me up. And so we've settled on, rather than playing it 2 players at the same time, as we pass the pad between each other for levels or whatever. So it's Donkey Kong Country, isn't it? It's the same formula as all the other games. It's infuriatingly difficult, and I've tricked you halfway through this level, so therefore you've died. That's how, gets my blood pressure rising. But yes, we're playing that. Although I kind of put in Let's Play Super Mario Wonder as well at the same time, so we're kind of jumping between the two. Because whilst I got that on launch, I've not finished it and not even got like 50% of the way through it. So going back to Super Mario Brother Wonder.
I'll tell you what, Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Now that's a game where you think, "Oh, this is kind of easy," and then you're like, "Oh shit, this game is fucking nails."
It wasn't kidding with them 4 stars on the level difficulty. It really does ramp up.
Yeah. Oh man, but I loved it. I completed it, but I need to go back and finish everything because it's the first Mario that I've not done 100%.
Yeah.
Just because I'm not good enough to do 100%.
It's infuriating, isn't it? Some of the levels are like,
I'm
whoa. It's almost Kaizo Mario in some of those levels.
Yeah, there's one where it's on the special levels. I think it's the first one, which took me, I don't know how many lives, probably about 30. When you become the Goomba and you got to walk along the spikes and then move, get across the level because you can't jump as a Goomba. It's so hard. It took me about 30 lives to get through that. And I just remember thinking, I am never doing that level ever again in my life.
I've heard it's infuriating. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
the
almost
special
Donkey Kong Country levels of infuriating.
Yeah. No,
I think
I did buy it.
Levels are much better designed though than the Donkey Kong Country ones.
Yeah. Great.
Sorry, Danny.
I was going to say, I did buy a Super Mario Wonder, but I've not even opened it yet. I heard so many people say it was just infuriating, and just to leave it alone until you're really depressed.
Yeah, only some of the levels are infuriating. You go to the difficult levels and you know what you're in for, but most of it is a joy to behold. It's really good fun to play. If you're used to Super Mario World and so on, you'll sink right into it.
It does feel like a sequel to Mario World. More than any of the other Mario games.
I quite like the weirdness of it. It seems to a lot of the sort of new stuff is a little bit clinical and cold for me. This was I liked how sort of going back almost to that Super Mario Land, just a bit off the wall in design.
Yeah.
Some of those levels
fun.
are.
It wasn't taking itself too seriously. It was fun.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, that's what I thought with Super Mario World as well. It doesn't have the same designs as the previous Marios. For the enemies and things, right? It's a very weird and wacky Mario game, and that's how Wonder feels as well. But it's just also like the level progression and things like that is very Mario World. You can still see that you haven't done everything on a level on the world map when you're looking at it, and you're like, oh yeah, I need to go back and do something else in there.
Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow because I'm going to keep going forwards today, kind of thing.
Yeah. I've definitely got to the point in my life though where some of those levels I just know I'm not going to get through them now. I just don't have the skills anymore or the patience to learn enough.
You can save them for your grandson.
Exactly. Yeah. That's for the youth, isn't it? You can smash all the pads up himself.
The 2 other games I've been playing very quickly before we move on. One called I can't pronounce this. Verizednex on Steam, which is a horizontal shooter, and it's very much a homage to Thunder Force series. So it's by a solo dev, a Japanese solo dev. The ship looks similar to the Thunder Force ship. The score lettering is the same lettering. The levels follow a similar path and passage. Nice big chunky blocky sort of sprites, but it's 3D moving parts and things in it. I flew through it. It's 1 credit, finished on normal level, so it wasn't overly taxing, but it's less than the cost of a pint. It's well worth a go if you like the Thunder Force series. And it's
Is it absolutely manic? Is it a manic one, or
it has moments where it does, like there's bullets everywhere, but it never feels like unfair. If you got hit, it was your fault, kind of thing. I'll spell it out because I know if people want to play this, they're going to be like, "What's it called?" And I've been the best of saying it.
Yeah,
So
I've just been trying to
varies
Google what you said, and I can't figure it.
VARYZNEX. Give that a go.
Cool.
Well recommended.
Yeah.
And I got a new PS Vita, so I've been playing TXK.
That's what I was just about to ask you.
Yeah.
I was like, you've done the honourable thing and hacked that, haven't you?
Absolutely, yeah, straight away. I mean, it came to me, arrived already done, but I wanted a bigger memory SD card and stuff in it, so redid it, and shaped it to my liking.
Yeah, I did mine with a 512 gig memory card in it, and I would say a hacked Vita, best thing you can ever have in gaming.
A bit much misaligned for its own software, but with the PSP and PSX libraries on it, wow, you've got a lot of handheld there.
As well. I've been playing a lot of Vectrex on my Vita.
Have you?
Yeah, because the screen for vector graphics is beautiful.
It's a big screen on it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so nice. But yeah, I love my hacked Vita very much so. But I've also on my one I put on the I put Crazy Taxi on there as well. The arcade version of that. Sonic CD, Sonic Mania. There's a lot of ports to it that the community have made as well. I've also been playing Hollow Knight on it as well, which
cool,
which has been pretty cool. But yeah, I love the Hack Vita. It's the best system.
I do want to play through the English translation of Phantasy Star Portable to Infinity. I've had that sort of translation hanging around for ages and never sat down and got very far with it. So that's one of the things I want to crack on with on it and play Phantasy Star Nova again because I enjoyed that. And I finished that all in Japanese first time round, and there's now a translation, so I can go back and know what I was doing first time.
I've played Phantasy Star Portable 2.
Yeah.
Like the English language version. I've got that on my Vita actually, so I should probably try that one as well. Man, do you remember how disappointing? Sorry?
I've been meaning to get a Vita, so use your experts. So I'm going to ask you. I've been meaning to do it for a while now.
Well, if you do,
I've heard so many people say how good it is to hack and have all that in one place. So I'm going to ask you about it at some point.
Yeah.
If you do, try and find one that's hacked, right? If you do get one that's already hacked, and just load that up with so much good stuff.
But as Jake just said, they're not cheap, are they? At the moment, they've really gone up in price.
Yeah, it's because of the hacking of it. Because once you open it up, you've got access to everything up to. I mean, I've got the N64 on there, and they run fine. It really is a lovely little system. In fact, I think the emulation on that is better than the emulation on the Switch of the N64.
Yeah, it's the same hardware chip or whatever. The compiled instruction set was a RISC chip or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
So yeah, the N64 emulator runs really well on a Vita.
Yeah. Oh, I've been since I hacked my Vita because I hadn't touched it in years, and then I saw that it was really easy to hack it. So I was like, all right, let's give it a go. Within about an hour, it was hacked, and I managed to get. So my one thing is, any game that I haven't bought, I won't download on there. So I'm literally other than the old ROMs for the old systems, right? So I try and be a little bit right. Or if a game wasn't released over here, then I'll download it as well. So I try and have a little bit of morality to me, but I'm still a bit of a dirty pirate. So
yeah. That fig leaf is not washing with us, mate.
I try, yeah. So cool. Thank you very much for that, guys. So yeah, if you guys want to plug anything, now's your time.
I've got nothing to plug. No, nothing. I'm just happy to be here and chatting. Really.
Oh well, I think that probably wraps it up for today then. So yeah, join us next time when we find out, was everybody really kung fu fighting?